Good morning. My name is Janet Montaña, and today I'm going to introduce the topic of today. I'm going to start my presentation. All right, that's nice. Well, the topic that I'm going to talk about is present perfect, and my name is Janet Montaña. The first that we're going to say is about the objectives. The objectives, we have to identify the use of for and since, and to remember how to use present perfect. And the big topic is present perfect. Well, the present perfect with for and since. Well, first of all, something that we have to remember is that the present perfect is used to talk about the present activities and state that started in the past and can continue in the present and can continue also in the future. We use for, in this case, to talk about the period of time add to the present. We have some expression with for, such as for 4 years, for 2 days. And we have here an example. I have worked as an assistant engineer for 2 years. That means that is a period of time. Started in the past and continues in the present. All right, now we used since to talk about the time when an activity started. And this can be a day, can be a date, a month, a time, or an event. Since 1903, that is the day, other expression, since yesterday, since made a specific month, since 8 a.m., that is a specific hour, since my birthday, since I was 10. All right. All right, here we have an exercise, and the idea in this exercise is to choose between for and choose between since. And we have again here that I'm going to show in a moment. And this game, the idea is of this game is to select what is the correct option. So, all right, going to open it. And well, this is the link where we can practice this structure. So we have here for and since. And here we have to select, like it's in a period of time. So we can say for or since 11 years. So we can use for 11 years. The second, for over a year or since over a year. For over a year because it's a long period of time. Since or for. Since because it's in a specific time. Since 2003. That was the moment when it started. For 2 weeks because it's a short period of time. This is more specific. So in this case, we have since last Christmas. All right, so we have for 3 hours for since. Remember that when we use since, it's something that is more specific. And for is for a period of time that is longer. So in this case, we use for. That's right. We continue. So that's action started in the past. So for a long time, was for a long time, short time. So we have since I was a child. All right. Since they got married, before they got married. So what's a specific moment in the time? So we use in this case, since. All right, we have for a week or since a week. Remember that is for a long period of time, so we use for a week. And we have the last one, for 45 minutes or since 45 minutes. So what's for the specific time? And during a time in the past, so we use for. All right. So that is nice. So that is the difference between since and for. Remember that since is something that is more specific. We can use for months of the years and for a longer period of time. All right. So now here we have a conversation. So what is the idea of the students? Well, the idea of the students is that they have to make some sentences using for and since. So for example, I've worked at my current job since, and we can put here since a specific year 2003. Other possibility since May, since August, since this morning. This case, when we use since, is because we are talking about something that is more specific. Another possibility we have, I've been interested in, so we can use I've been interested in maths. All right, and after we have a period of time for 2 years, for 20 years. We can say I've been interested in engineering for 23 years, that we can change this case. And another example that we can use here is since. So we have here, I haven't had a vacation since, and it's something that is more specific, since 2004. And the idea is to tell to the other partners different sentences using these expressions, using for and since. And normally what I do is to give around 3 to 5 minutes to my students, so in that way they can complete and create some sentences using, in this case, for and using since. All right. And of course, after that, the idea is to do an exercise in order to practice. So the idea of this exercise is that they work individually and they can complete. So normally I give around 3 minutes to 5 minutes and they can complete it. Right, then we check together. So for example, Jasmine hasn't had a full-time job since she had a baby. Jason has worked at this company for 4 months because it's a longer period of time. Employment has fallen since the last financial quarter. I haven't heard anything since, because remember that we use since for something that is more specific. Since the interview, I've been head of the HR, that is human resources, here for 10 years, a long period of time. How many jobs have you applied for since your graduation, because of specific time? All right, so here is since, that is a specific time. I was 10 years, I've wanted to be an architect, and we have another sentence here, Don has been absent from work for 3 days now. All right. Okay, and when they complete this part, as a way to reinforcement, the idea is that they have a homework. Normally, I give them a page of a book, of a link. So here, what they have to do is using a code QR with the cell phone. They scan the code, and in this case, when they scan the code, they open. I'm going to show you. They open another link, and in this link that I create for myself 1 year ago, yes, this is again about present perfect. This is my name, and this game is in moveit.com. Then they had the opportunity to play that. They have the first level, the cliff over there.